We'll just act like it. Look at the trailer and talk about it. Hey, everybody, it's your girl, Peach with Peach Life. And it's the Two Peas in a Podcast show. So it's just the dynamic duo today. And, this guy, Patrick, say hello to the people.
Hey, everybody. We're going to try to make up, we're going to do a little heavy lifting to make up David's part this week, but no problem. We'll do what we got to do.
Maybe he'll stop by. We don't know. But we will carry on because today we have some really interesting, fun movies. We have the premiere of They Cloned Tyrone on Netflix and Extraction 2, as well as the penultimate episode of Secret Invasion. And since it's Barbie weekend, I have Barbie. So celebrating Barbie, which I may go see tomorrow. And so let's get into it with our first is They Cloned Tyrone. Let's take a peek.
Let's go! Let's go!
Man, Carillo's, let me get one of them scratch-offs.
Young blood, straighter is greater. You hear me?
Yeah, I'm telling you, this ain't no pimping. Ain't nothing pimp about this.
Oh, shit. They got an elevator in this bitch. I'm going down.
What is this place? Where we at?
Under the Glen.
Y'all realize what they're doing, right? Mind control.
The Clockwork Orange in this. It's in fucking chicken.
Grape train.
I bet this shit in everything.
Excuse me, kind sir, but if you could pour me to the elevator that leads down to the Peacock laboratory, I'll be out your atmosphere.
Right over there.
I thought this was hilarious. I thought it was super. I don't know if it's original because they kind of borrowed from a lot of other movies, but like all good art, it's a salad. So you take the best things and you put them together and put some secret sauce on them, and it's delicious. And that's how I felt about this movie. It was fun. It was dumb. It had some interesting points to make. So it's got everything you want in the summer with comedy, horror kind of comedy. But this is kind of a legacy of Get Out. And we're seeing some interesting different takes on Afro sci-fi, futurism kind of stuff. So I really enjoyed it. And seeing Photon herself in something very different that she's about to do for the Marvels really she made it a lot of fun. And Jamie Foxx, is good to see him, except that bad wig he was wearing. I didn't like it. But great soundtrack and a lot of funny nods to kind of black cult movies like Black Dynamite and some of the my favorite kind of a nod to was They Live. And some other ones, but I think this was a home run, and they need to clone this into several more movies. So it's a big yes for me. I don't know if it's for little kids, but teenagers will have a good time with it. So, Pat, what'd you think?
You hit on several of the points I was probably going to talk about. I mean, it's like every Jordan Peele movie had a baby with Dolomite. Is what it felt like to me, because there was several very almost direct quotations from the Dolomite movies, and the overall feel of there's something underneath, something's not right and stuff. That was very Jordan Peele. It wasn't bad. It wasn't necessarily my cup of tea, but it was good. I enjoyed it. I didn't fall asleep, which is I was pretty tired when I was watching it, so that's pretty good recommendation for me. It was fine. It wasn't. I didn't see it. I mean, it was a 7 or 8. It was not, nothing out of the park, but it wasn't terrible. So, kind of a lukewarm endorsement. But like I said, I enjoyed the original source material. The obviously the Jordan Peele movies and the old blaxploitation movies, which are just so over the top ridiculous. This one kind of leaned into it a bit, but didn't quite connect. I mean, I felt like it was a little conflicted on the way it wanted to go. Did it want to be a scary science fiction, or did it want to be some stupid horror, or did it want to be some stupid social commentary? I mean, it was just.
I think it did all of them pretty well.
But it felt like they didn't really commit to any one of those three. But they touched on all of them. I felt they did good with them. But I think they could have done better if they just kind of had narrowed the focus a little bit. But overall, pretty good movie.
And I think the director is relatively new, and I think with a little more, a little more heft to him, he'll make some really excellent movies. And I just thought it was a lot of fun. Sometimes you just need, a popcorn movie as opposed to steak. But I liked it because it went back to the movies I loved back when I was a kid. So I really enjoyed it. But I think everybody go out, watch They Cloned Tyrone. Hopefully there'll be a sequel and we'll get to see the other continuation. Oh, but here's one thing. What's up with Kiefer Sutherland? I was like, boy,
I know all of a sudden out of the blue he come back,
Batman. Sometimes you live long enough to become the villain. He looks like a villain now. I'm like, oh my God. So but he was great, great acting from everybody. So a lot of fun, don't think about it too hard. Just go watch They Cloned Tyrone. Now the next, you need to think about what's going on in Secret Invasion, the penultimate episode. Let's take a peek.
There are scrolls inside the U.S. government.
We've got a cooler waiting in the
President, can you hear me? Whatever you do, do not trust Colonel Rhodes.
His pulse is dropping.
But the scrolls are most definitely here. And they're working with the Russians.
Well, let's focus on this, shall we? Now start from the very beginning and don't miss out a damn decimal point.
In about 60 seconds, the footage of you killing Maria Hill is gonna lead off every news program all across the hemisphere. You're gonna become the most wanted and hated man on the planet.
We can't keep depending on these superheroes to swoop in and save our asses. None of them have lived the life I have. None of them can defend the world the way I can.
Pat, what did you think about Secret Invasion?
Pretty good episode. I would say that
This is probably the best one.
Olivia Colman stole everything. She was the best thing in this whole this episode. Her just going in and interrogating those people and just that's not going to work for me. And she's just straight up badass. And she was the best thing in this week. I would say.
I don't know about that, but go ahead.
But I enjoyed it a lot. I was good to see. Kind of they're really setting it up to what are they going to do, because their scrolls are obviously infiltrated everywhere. They got their green talony hands in the middle of everything. You saw one of the main characters die for real, theoretically, maybe, I don't know. It's Marvel. It's almost
that was some BS. I didn't like
almost
that.
as bad as a soap opera, but really, and some other fun things I thought was the Nick Fury has a graveyard has a tombstone everywhere, so he can it's always got the Pulp Fiction quote on it too, so that's even better or wonderful. Very meta moment there. I'm still enjoying it. I'm like I said, it's a lot different from the books because there's no superheroes really in them. We'll see what happens in the next episode. If they're going to maybe bring somebody in. Who knows? I've heard some rumors, perhaps, that maybe they might bring in one Avenger or something. Because it's Marvel. They probably need to. Huh?
The new Captain America. Oh
no, not John Walker.
What's his name?
Sam Wilson.
Yeah, Sam Wilson.
Maybe. I mean, it would be a smart move for them because that is it was in production. Just like everything in Hollywood, I'm sure it's screeched to a halt at this point.
Oh, yeah.
So I mean, they were starting to produce it. They're starting to work on getting stuff set up. So I don't know where they're going to go with that. I mean, there's a lot of things that have went to a halt now because of this. But overall, really good episode. Looking forward to seeing how they tie it all together.
Yeah, and I thought it was really the best episode so far. It had a lot of action. The story was filled with things that you could connect to. And the acting was really well done in this. And a lot of surprises. And definitely, I appreciate, what's her name? Priscilla. I think she brings something to Nick Fury that we hadn't seen before. But I am disappointed in the main character who died. Well, two main characters to the Marvel universe. And I was like, wait a minute, come on now. I didn't like that at all. Because I think that you needed that character to kind of be the bridge between both worlds, and now you don't have it. So I'm interested to see how they're going to wrap this one up, if it has a continuation, or does this just lead into the next movie, which is the Marvels, which is in the fall. So I'm really interested to see if that's the bridge to that one, or if it will continue on as a separate series. But Bob Iger has said that these TV shows are bringing down the brand, and so they may put a halt to them anyway, because this is one of the most expensive shows that they've done. This one costs, I think, $250 million. Yeah. Yeah. And I'm like, where did they spend the money? Somebody got overcharged for real. But yeah, I think it's been a really different, nice, kind of like, this has been a steak kind of show, as opposed to, a popcorn or, a fluff show. This one's had a lot of meat to it. So I'm interested to see where they're going. And anywhere Samuel L. Jackson wants to go, I'm following. So we'll see. And definitely take a look at Secret Invasion. I'm going to have to binge it all next week to really see how the story ties together. But I think I can't wait to do that. So definitely check out Secret Invasion. Okay, next up is the continuation of this about Extraction 2, where this guy gets shot in the heart and keeps living. So let's take, I guess it's about extracting the bullet. Let's take a peek.
You were clinically dead 9 months ago.
Yeah, you also told me to find the reason I fought my way back. Let's find out. Call themselves the Nagazi.
legend now.
Okay, so I'll start. Trash! It was just, I mean, okay, if you like just action scenes and people fighting, kind of like UFC and fighting scenes, and somebody taking a flaming fist and punching somebody ridiculous, then you might like this. If you don't have a brain kind of and need a story, this is just the movie for you, because you don't need a brain. You just want to, it's just for eyeballs. And I mean, it was just so dumb. I mean, really didn't have a story. So I was just kind of left going, no. I mean, I liked him in Spiderhead, which wasn't great than this. I mean, at least it had a story. And this, I was like, how much did Netflix spend making this movie? You could barely see it. I mean, it was really dark. And I don't know, Chris Hemsworth. Do better, my man. It was just not great. But I mean, if you like action and you follow Chris Hemsworth and will just watch whatever he does, I do that with The Rock. So, you know.
Hugh Jackman.
Yeah, I mean, no, it's a no. Pat, what did you think of the trailer?
Yeah, because I successfully avoided this one because there was zero that interested me in it. And I'm like, I'm not gonna have time to do that. I'm gonna watch old Star Trek first. It looked like well, I think you said. I mean, it looks like just fights. It would seem like every maybe dialogue scene they might have had was just an excuse to get to the next fight scene. It looked like John Wick without Keanu Reeves and not as cool, probably.
I mean, no, it was
I'm glad I avoided it. I don't feel like I missed anything in your review because you were the most positive person about everything, Pam. When you say a movie is pretty trashy, except for a few notable exceptions, I'm like, wow, that's got to be horrible. So there we go. That's probably pretty bad. I dodge it is my advice, I guess, just based on it. And I successfully dodged it, so I'm feeling pretty good right now.
Yeah, and there was a couple of cute scenes. One with Idris Elba comes and meets with him, and then there's a fight scene, and there's a hammer shown that kind of looks like Thor's hammer. Oh, yeah, it's kind of cute. That was cute. That's it. That's it. So it's definitely a no for Extraction 2. Save 2 hours and go and rewatch They Cloned Tyrone again. You'll have more fun. So,
or Star Trek, old Star Trek original. It's great.
Yeah, you could go back and watch original Star Trek too. There's a whole bunch of stuff you could watch. But I'll tell you what you can watch next week with us. We're gonna watch Polite Society about the scariness of Indian matchmaking society, and Adam Eve, a short kind of, what am I looking for? Like a short take from the Invincible series, that really great.
It looks like a side project of characters you met in Invincible.
Origin story, what they said in the trailer. So we're going to take a look at that next week. And the finale of Secret Invasion. We'll get to see how it all comes together next week. So come back and watch them with us. But do I hear Santa's reindeer on my roof? Maybe, because starting tomorrow, we are doing our Christmas in July on PJM Live. So we'll be reviewing diverse holiday movies all week to celebrate Christmas in July. So come back every day and check out our review of some diverse holiday movies. I think you'll like it. Okay. All right. So that takes us to the end of our show this week. And Patrick, got any last words for us?
I'll say the same thing I've been saying. Keep going to the movies, guys. Big movies out this week. Go see Barbie if that's your taste. I'm going to go see Barbie tomorrow. I'm not going to try to double up and do Oppenheimer and Barbie in the same day like a lot of people I've heard are doing. The Barbenheimer.
I'm
not going to do that. So I'll do Oppenheimer next weekend. But go see movies. Let's make sure they got a customer base and they keep making good stuff. That's how you do it.
Yeah, especially after the walkout and the strike. Go and see good movies at the theater. And I may even brave it myself. So definitely come back, check us out. Starting tomorrow, check out our diverse holiday movie reviews. And we'll see you next time. Take care.